Hey guys, Coldbrew here. Welcome back to another raid video. I wanted to show you guys today a really good team. If you're fighting the Phantom Shogun, if you want to make a team that beats it with 100% win rate with no chances of failing, then this will be the video for you, okay? Phantom Shogun is the one where you need to ascend your accessories. I know this is a very end game category. Sand Devil and Phantom Shogun is not for new accounts out there. The requirements for accuracy, the requirements for speeds are quite high. All right, to go faster than the Phantom Shogun, you need 351 speed, which is nuts getting that speed. It's not impossible, but it's nuts, as I said it, right? Phantom Shogun, you could beat 24, you can beat 25. It's the difference there in terms of rewards is not that much. You can see it in terms of value. You can get 44 here as a maximum, and here you start with 40 and you end with 55, 7 to 9, and 3 to 5 here in terms of rewards. But you are using way less energy here. So 18 comparing it to 20. So it's a big jump, about 10% jump in terms of energy usage just to get this. So is this worth it if you're going to get failed runs on 25? I don't think so. That's why I've made a team on 24 for me. And I'll show you guys the team here today. This is the team. It does use some very specific champions, and I'll give you some alternatives, although we'll talk about it a little bit after I finish the run. So let me show you a couple of runs to get this team going. It's very obvious. You burst down the boss. You cannot really survive this boss for too long. It just smacks. And this is not a heavy awakening team either. You don't really need to worry about awakening so much because look at that, we get killed. There's the cleanse, boom, boom, boom. The boss is at about 15%. And here, even if we do a weak hit, we drop the boss. So that was 22 seconds. If I put it on limited frames, it's like 18 seconds. But I think that is causing crashes to my PC lately. And it's causing me to go crazy, all right? So I've put 60 frames limit and just playing like that. So look at all those debuffs on me right now. Here comes the cleanse. That ensures that we don't really get a fail here. Boom, boom. We kill off the boss. Honestly, if I had something like my one cold heart a little bit faster and Newt doing his damage after cold heart, I would have been able to get a faster run. But this is very consistent because there's no failing it. Okay, there's no failing it. What can cause you to fail is what I'll explain in just a second on how gearing can affect the way that you are doing this content. Okay, you don't need to have Rio, by the way. You can use any other champion for debuffs, but because she also has a cleanse, she makes it so that this run becomes much easier. And to avoid having to have Riho, I'll have to explain on what you'll need to be doing. So you see here, I did what is this, my 5th run, 100% win ratio so far. I think my only problem will be on a resist on the defense down. That will be the 3% fail rate. I do have Dracomorph, which I tried, and I can use him as an alternative, and I'll explain to you on how to use Dracomorph in this exact team for you to still get like the 100% pure 100% win rate where you don't care at all for whatever happens. So let me quickly show you the damage dealers. All right, that gets it out of the way. The speeds that you need to have are not specific, but it does help to go there. So my cold hearts are running just random sets with 229 speed, 70% crit rate, obviously 270 crit damage. I didn't go crazy on crit damage on them. Masteries, I have War Master on one of them, and then on the other one War Master also, because they do sit the single hit only, so it doesn't really affect them that much. Oh, she didn't even have a ring on. Amazing. So this one has 256 crit damage. All right, that's pretty cool. 256, 253 speed, 339 accuracy. I think this is the one I use for also the Doom Tower Heart. So she does need to have about 330 accuracy for that. But if you're just using it for the Phantom Shogun, you don't need it. Then we have a look at my boy. Where's my boy? Newt. With the 2-star awakening, it doesn't change much in terms of his damage. He's built nicely with 269 crit damage, 4.5k defense, 259 speed, 380 accuracy. That's for Fire Knight, right? He's an amazing champion, MVP of the year, 100%, no doubt. You don't need Soul Reaper for this, but it does help with other dungeons. Accuracy in dungeons, you don't need it for this one at all. And I went for Flawless Execution to help me with consistency. We don't want Helm Smasher at all. Obviously, all of them are bugged, by the way. Then we have a look at my Prince Kaimar. So Prince Kaimar helps a lot because of the complete reset and skills that he can do. If you use something else such as Renegade, she can help also, but she reduces cooldowns by 2 turns. So you will have to depend on higher awakenings on everybody in order to mitigate that. And what do I mean by that? It means that because of the higher awakenings needed, because you will be hitting on the boss, right? The boss counter will be going up if you don't have awakenings, and you need the awakenings to drop that counter down. If you don't have awakenings, then you kind of need Kaimar or a very good reset champion such as Yumeko, okay? But this is like end game setups that we're seeing. No masters here. I didn't want to spend the 800 gems. And that's pretty much it. He is built in a bolster set, and his stats are very specific. 54,000 health, 2,500 defense. If guys, you can get his defense lower, you should try and get his defense lower than what I'm showing you. You don't have to have him so tanky. I think I will try to get his stats a little bit lower, but this is not always possible. His crit damage is high, by the way, 290. The reason is we want him to be targeted by the boss at the start of the run. Why do I want his stats to be lower? I'll explain to you guys right now. So if you see how this run goes, he will be getting hit by the boss. The boss, I think, has like a 50% chance to crit. He took us to like 20% health, all right? This is very crucial. If we weren't at this low amount of health, if we had a lot more protection, the boss wouldn't be able to kill me on his next shot. If he doesn't kill you, then this skill right here it prioritizes targets with the enfeeble, which he has, okay? He has enfeeble. So if he doesn't kill Kaimar, what he will do is do a debuff spread and spread that enfeeble to everybody, right? Everybody. So this is the problem. You don't want enfeeble on everybody. What you want to happen is for Kaimar to die, and then this final part of the skill, which says, finally, if there are no enemies under enfeeble, at the end of this attack, place an enfeeble debuff on the enemy with the highest crit damage for 3 turns. So this will happen at the end of this turn. When this guy dies, my Cold Heart, who is sitting here with the highest crit damage, not my, you have to have higher crit damage than your Newt. This will cause Cold Heart now to get the enfeeble. You'll see this in action right now. After I finish this, I do the reset, so I get hit now. He dies. She gets the enfeeble. That is on purpose, okay? Here, I could do the A2, I could do the A3. It doesn't matter. But when this happens, when Kaimar dies, you don't need a cleanser. So Riho doesn't need to be the one used here. She only helps if Kaimar survives. And you saw that sometimes Kaimar would survive. He wouldn't get the big crit on him, so he wouldn't feel the role of being just the reset champion, okay? So if I used, which I can use, if I use Ghostborn here, let me just show you guys. If I switch out Riho and use a Ghostborn, he'll do the opening here. But the problem with this team is that my Kaimar might not be dying every single run, okay? Because I think I have a shield set also on him. So I don't have that backup. That's why I showcase Riho. So here we get hit 33,000. That is barely enough. We'll see the fail here, I believe. So there it is. It's like the exact same damage as we did before. The boss is at under 50%. So if we do another rotation, it is expected that the boss will be at 0 health, okay? So we do the reset. Look at that. We get hit, and then he spreads the enfeeble on everybody. This is not what you want, because look at now on the boss's counters. The run is ruined, and basically you need to die now for... you just need to die, basically. That's what must happen. So what I can do in this situation, let's say you don't have Riho and I want to make this team work. I go to my Kaimar and I start removing gear, right? The important thing is to remove gear that is very tanky on him, just to get him a little bit less tanky. The thing is, he shouldn't die from the first hit. So he must not be squishy. That's the problem, if you make him squishy. So what I'll do is, I think I'll replace the critical gloves. I think I'll actually replace both of the stone skin. So what I'll do is I'll find critical damage gloves. Let's see. Accuracy, a little bit of health. So with this one, I lose health. And a little bit of resist. But that's fine. And then on the helmet, I'm just looking for just a lot of crit damage here. High in crit damage. I could use this. It gives me, I lose like 3,000 health. That's nice. Look at my crit damage. We're at 288. That we are still okay. And then I switch out on the weapon for something like that. I can use anything really. And I think I'll just use something random. Like this weapon. So that breaks the bolster set also. And hopefully this will be enough. If we break the bolster, this will be enough for us to be taking severe damage. We still have one shield set on Ghostborn, but I can remove that also. Look at that. We receive 50,000 damage. Problem is when we don't get a crit, right? When we don't get a crit. If that's gonna be enough. So here we get a reset going, right? So this is the ideal run. Oh, that was a big hit there. I think because I lost too much speed on Kaimar. Let me see. What did I mess up here? I think Kaimar lost too much speed. He still needs to be at 215. Ghostborn fastest. I think I need to make him a little bit faster. A little bit faster, just in case. All right, so I'll give him a glyph plus 4 speed, and then a glyph there plus 3 maybe, plus 1 of course. Plariumed, that's an easy extra 5 speed. I hope that this works. I don't want to be wasting my energy. All right, look at that. Oh, look at how much health we're at. 1%. So yeah, the double bolster is nice, but you gotta be where you don't die from this first hit. You just shouldn't die from the first hit. If you do, you're in trouble. All right, so here we boost, and it's too much now. I think because I removed the bolster, it's not gonna be enough for me to get the damage going here. So should I add the bolster back? That's an issue. All right, let me see. Let me see if I add the bolster. See, this is live fixing this team, okay? So the bolster, 30% shield, the normal shield set. This is also 30% shield, doesn't change much then. But it does give me some health. That's the thing. So yeah, let's do that. We're sitting at 287 now, 222 speed. I think that should be okay. Even the double shield should be alright for us. So look at that. Go with Ghostborn. Do this. 1, 2, 3. 1. Reset. Should kill us now. There it is. Beautiful. Do this again. Doesn't matter. 1, 2, 3. There we go. To kill him off. with even the weak hit, he still managed to kill the boss. All right. So that's how it should work. That's how it should work. Let's replay this. Hopefully, see how this goes. You have to find the sweet spot though if you're gonna build this team. So look at this. When you don't get a crit, he drops at that amount of health. Gets interesting. There's the reset. Gets a big crit there. That's good. I want to get hit by a crit. I want to die from his big damage. And then we kill off the boss with the final cold heart, which does a weak hit, but it's still good damage. So this is the run. As you can see, Ghostborn still works. I would say any other defense stand would work. Probably like Lydia would also work here as well. Where's Lydia? Where's my Lydia? So everybody has Lydia, so you can definitely use her. But again, she has to be faster than your damage dealers. So that's what I'm not sure about. She's at 259, 259. I think she's going to be faster. All right, as long as she's faster, you should have the same experience as before. She's first in terms of, look at this. Resisted? Oh, she doesn't have the accuracy. Yeah, she doesn't have the accuracy because she only has like 350. Yeah, you got to build them with 600 accuracy as well. So that's the bad thing. That's why Ghostborn is a little bit extra special. But yeah, you gotta build them with 600 accuracy. And Phantom Shogun, Sand Devils is just a little bit too much. So that's why I'm using Riho, because I use her with the same build that I use on both. And she basically ensures that my run is really smooth because of the cleanse, okay? That's why I would suggest using Riho if you do have her. But it's a very difficult pull. It's a void. So yeah. Only thing bad about her is the defense stand. If that gets resisted, that's a failed run. But that's the only case where the failed run would exist. So I don't really mind having that. That 3%. Comparing it to the, how you need to fidget with the amount of health that your Ghostborn and your Chimera need to have. So that was my Phantom Shogun team, guys. That's the showcase. Still bombarded by these pack offers this week. They're going crazy, guys, going crazy, but staying strong. If I'm spending, I'm only gonna do it for my Xena right there, but still haven't decided on when I'm actually gonna buy it. So that was it, guys, for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.